trying to show that orange juice doesn't explode when exposed to the elements. Contrary to what people might see on YouTube, where there's some misinformation floating around, it only explodes when it's tampered with, like when artificial substances are injected into it, or like when yeast gets put in. We'll be tracking this and showing you exactly what happens with it over the next while. Today is May 27, 2019. So this orange juice has been under the sun for about, I want to say, 6 or 7 weeks. Today is July 9th, 2019. As you can see, it's been lying out here undisturbed since our last video in late May. And we see that there's nothing happening here, right? There's no explosions, no reactions or anything like that that would cause it to explode. And that's interesting because it's been exposed to extreme shock in terms of a high range of temperatures, right? It's really hot in the days, it's quite cold in the nights, it's been exposed to the sun directly like this all through the day, and it hasn't been moved or touched. But it still hasn't exploded or spilled or anything like that, and that's because a thing to note is that fermentation releases carbon dioxide. So for any middle school students interested in chemistry watching this video, note that fermentation releases carbon dioxide. As no fermentation is happening here, there's no CO2 release, which means there's no internal pressure buildup on the insides of the bottle, so there's no explosion. So for that to happen, you would actually need an agent like yeast in, and that would cause this. So that's why orange juice doesn't end up exploding or blowing up at all, even when left in the sun for weeks at a stretch.